Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's Duel video. It's time to use the Savage Skull Deck Destruction deck again. I've used it last time, was it just over a week ago or so? And that was actually against another deck destruction deck, which was very fun, I would say. Now I'm likely going to face a non-deck destruction deck, and we'll see how it goes. This deck does focus on deck destruction through things like Needleworm. What else do I have? Destiny Hero Defender and a few other cards. Let's see how things go. So they're gonna get Radion's Cameron. Pretty sure I was halfway a sentence and I forgot it because they didn't give response time. Not that I have a response though. Defense. Morphtronic. Mods on the field cannot be targeted by effects. Okay. As long as I don't have any big traps or spells to defend them, I'm okay. I can go Chainsaw Insect to deal battle damage. Oh yeah. There's a good amount of cards that have your opponent like mill their deck or have to draw a card. Chainsaw Insect, Needleworm, Destiny Hero Defender. But then there's also cards that can deal damage, like Chainsaw Insect with a major attack. I suppose Destiny Hero Defender with its defense if it's face down first, the opponent attacks into it. Savage, no, it's Skull Invitation, yeah. Skull Invitation deals some damage, and then I have Magic Cylinder into the deck as well. Let's see, Savage Coliseum, it's control against the LP, most attack if able. During each end phase, the Surreal Face Blackfish monster not declare an attack. Nah, I won't go for that yet. In case he has a way to stop me. I'm not doing that for just the 300 life points. I don't want to force him to attack yet. Because he can he can use self on, like, let's say he survives, so he can use self on effect and switch to defense to dodge Savage Coliseum. Attack! Deformer cell phone. Or probably it's something slightly different. Nope. Major damage actually. That should have been sent to the grave before the draw. Not that it matters in this scenario, but this is the end of the damage step, and just it's like if you count the sub steps, they're unofficial. The monster should be sent to the grave before the draw happens, but not a big issue. Set and set. It's an if in attack. I'm not expecting to do that right this raining. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. My chainsaw. I set what I just drew. That's probably something good. Okay. Special in attack as well. They probably wouldn't have if I had Savage Coliseum up. See which one we're getting. Another Radion, another cell phone. Oh, I was gonna say. That's gonna be Radion. Pretty sure they can't summon cell phone. No, they can actually summon cell phone. It's probably gonna be Radion though. We'll see. It's another cell phone. Please allow response time. Because you haven't shuffled your deck yet. Once again, I don't have a response. It's not that much it's not really a problem. But for just in general, to be safe, it's a good idea to always give response time. Tuner. This is 7 Partial. Solemn warning! No, I don't have that. Let's see how they're gonna do this, because there's a random thing. Or they just revealed that. Attack target that activate or apply on the field and negate it in the battle phase. I'm fine with that. Just gives me more life points to work with. Gives training shield. And it only stops the effects from Chainsaw Insect. My turn, kill select one. Training shield, go. I want life points. Please. Problem is, I can't select anything other than power tool as an attack target. Not that it has any other monsters. At least I'm not forced to attack, so it's good I didn't play Savage Colosseum. Otherwise I would have just supposed to switch Chainsaw to defense position. An opponent must battle second must destroy the end of damage step, so that doesn't really work anyway. I got a second Reckless Greed, so I'm not going to use the first one, so that I can use them together on my next turn to lose less draw phases. However, Chainsaw's not going to win it from this thing because it's a. Wait, the 1,000 attack is only during their turn. I just realized that it's here, not in this part of the effect. They're at 23. An opponent monster that battles the equipped monster destroy the end of the damage step. I'll take that. I can take him out. Chainsaw Insect. Power to the dragon Kogeki! See if they have a response or if they actually realize that the attack gain is only during their turn. Because I only just realized it as well. See, if this guy will be destroyed while equipped with an equipped spell, you can shut one of those. Okay. However, this means. I'm thinking, Power Tool sent the card to the grave to survive, which I didn't think about that effect because I barely ever see Power Tool Dragon. My question is, that thing sends it to the grave instead of being destroyed, which is like halfway the damage step. Seeing these effects, I believe, would activate at the end. Or the question is, does it activate? This is not with problem solving card text. So I'm going to check a ruling to see if double tool C and D's, like this effect that destroys, is a trigger effect that would activate at the end of the damage step, in which case it doesn't work here because it's in the graveyard at the time already, or if it's just a continuous effect that just has to makes my monster remember that it battled, and even if C and D goes, it still destroys. It's trigger-like. Yeah. Is it doing damage calculation? If it will be destroyed now, so that's after damage calculation. I'm pretty sure they drew their card already for a chainsaw. So let's continue. They still have their power tool in the field. They can add a new card. I'm gonna set Reckless Speed. C and D does not destroy my monster, if that's what you mean. Because the ruling applies, it's just the effect doesn't work in this scenario. It wasn't on the field because when it would activate at the end of the damage step, the card wasn't on the field. So the effect doesn't apply. Set pin. Let's see what Powerful Dragon is going to get this time. Gonna get some more equip spells. Pretty sure I saw Mage Power somewhere as well. Exact card. They just drew into a C and D, okay. I use Pikachu. Wait, that wasn't what they drew. So they had it last turn. Huh? How'd they get that? Oh no, that's the extra draw they got from Chainsaw. So they immediately drew into C&D. Thousand attack. If it attacks, any effects of the attack target that activate or apply on the field are negated during that battle phase. This would still apply even if Chainsaw is destroyed. However, due to C&D, it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it still counts as an activation of the effect on the field. Although no, the monster activates in the graveyard, so we graveyard. Huh? I'm getting confused because it's at the end of the damage step, but Chainsaw can be destroyed, but I'm pretty darn sure that it still applies. Checking another rolling. You're just learning with me. Like, this is how, as when I wasn't an admin yet, I helped myself become an admin. I just play a lot of duels, I come into ruling scenarios that I'm not entirely sure about, or rulings I don't remember, I just look them up. And now you're just looking it up with me. And you could say, yeah, okay, you're an admin, you should know everything. Well, you never know everything, there's always new things to learn. And things you know, you can forget as well. So by looking things up in this way, by continuously dueling and looking things up, possibly multiple times, I remind myself of how certain rulings work. Always activates, even if it's just so else in the graveyard, its effect activates at the end of damage. In this case, it activates in the graveyard. Yep. No time. Savage Coliseum would only work in his favor, I suppose, making him gain life points. I can't really deal damage right now, which is unfortunate. But I can just go double Reckless, see what I get, and possibly just go for the milling right now. I have 29 cards left, I have 32. I have a Needleworm ready. Gokipon can find another one for me. I can destroy Defender and even negate its effects, even if it's not destroyed, so, going for damage right now isn't really an option. See what I get though. Warm Worm, another Savage. Give him response time. It's very unlikely they will stop this one, but should give response time anyway because I'm activating them on separate chains. Just give response time at one point at all times anyway, even if they're on the same chain. Okay. Dark Bribe, I suppose that's nice. One day, I'm not going to play that right now. I suppose I'll set Warm Worm or Gokipon to get something else. No, this is Warm Worm now. Bribe because of Gokipon. No, it's still the same amount of monsters. Now, when they have less monsters, they have multiple things to attack with. I'll play one day Breeze to stop it. Just stop some potential damage. Let's go. Another set card. I do wonder what they are. What was our last one? That's something. Or not. Must have remembered it incorrectly. That's up to you. I'm not going to decide if you should attack or not. If I have Magic Cylinder or Draining Shield, you'll eventually have to attack to get past them anyway. So, might as well do it. If it's Mirror Force, you can just get rid of C and D to still have Power Tool survive. Let's see what they'll do. Seems like they're seriously considering not to attack, thinking there's a Draining Shield. But, yeah, I would still attack. I completely forgot this. If it attacks any effects to the attack target, then activate or apply on the field and engage in the battle phase. Flip effects, activate and apply on the field. They don't mill. Dupe. It wasn't. It's not. They should be at the top. So they should put them back in the graveyard to put them back on top again, because that's where they should be. Then we can continue. I have a song in my head. It's the Pokemon XYZ opening. But not the Japanese one, the English one, because a Dutch YouTuber, like I found out about them I think yesterday, makes English and sometimes also Dutch, but generally English covers. Not even, yeah, English covers for like Japanese songs sometimes, like openings, and he writes new lyrics to them. Possibly can continue. Anyway, then that YouTuber has also done written English lyrics for the XYZ opening, among like all the XY openings actually, and especially the XYZ opening has actually done things for the full opening, all 3.5 minutes or so that it song takes, and I just really like it. Really good lyrics, fits really well with the original song, because it's just a Japanese song, just English lyrics instead of Japanese. Tune, music's still the same. DP skip 1 to 2, that's a problem, I have to do it without. So my flip effect doesn't really work either. What's the target? I'm thinking of Dark Bride, but this is not something I really want to stop. Or is it Scoping? If the target's Scoping, I probably will stop it. Because I don't want them to synchro. If it's cell phone, not really. If it's Cameron, then I can't attack it due to C&D. So they might set up for another one. No, I'm not gonna negate it. I'm gonna wait for something else. What I will do is set Defender and hope that he doesn't attack into that with Power Tool. So many draws, yeah. I've actually drawn a few cards, so I only have one more than them at the moment. And they've already drawn for their turn. It's really unfortunate that Needleworm didn't work. Ah, they already have a scope and thought so. As I didn't know that I'll allow them to keep on to that. I have Lantrons, level 3. That's the third, so this is level 5 synchro. Instead of the 6 that they might have been planning. Which then could become a 7 after Lantron. Let's see what they'll get. Cataster, okay. It's only the start of the damage step that activates, so that's before a monster would normally be flipped this up. So, Cataster, please attack into... I don't even have to say it! I already realized. Anyway, Cataster, please attack into this thing. So that you take damage. And then, but do that second. Power Tool first attack to this, because this thing would then still activate. 5 less attack. Thinking. Up to 2 monsters we have to say no as that monster. I don't really mind that if they want to sync new ones. No, still don't really mind. Any effect damage you would take from an opponent's card effects inflict to your opponent instead. Yeah, Magic Cylinder would not be fun with Lantron out. Dimension Wall would still work, because even though it's due to an effect the opponent takes it, it's still battle damage according to the card. It's not that. It's fun. they might have thought that that was an attack, an activation requirement. And I'll trust them that they return slinging. I'm not gonna bother with having them reveal the deck. They revealed it for me. Thank you very much. That's nice of you. Let's see if they're gonna go live stream Dragon. Correct. Whether that means they have another Lantern or not, I don't know. I don't think they have it. But it doesn't matter. It's up to 2, so they can do this just fine. The sneaky thing about machine duplication, it's the target has to be machine type with 500 or less attack. The monsters you summon don't. Normally that's the exact same card because Lantron is just Lantron. But what if the target, the one with 500 less attack, has its name treated as another monster? For example, Cyber Dragon Core. Which has 400 attack, machine type monster, you can target it. But it's treated as Cyber Dragon. So you have your normal summon your Cyber Dragon Core, or summon it through whatever effect you have. Use machine duplication, summon 2 regular Cyber Dragons. You can't actually summon Cyber Dragon Cores because Cyber Dragon Core is treated as Cyber Dragon on the field. So you can summon 2 regular Cyber Dragons to then use for Chimera Trek, Fortress, Over Dragon, for an XC summon into Pleiades. Things like that. Wait, when did I use Dark Breath in C&D last turn? Or did they already have it out? Oh, it's 2 turns ago. I don't remember. Now it will be random unless they reveal 3 mage powers. They're looking for mage power for major power. Yeah. It's going to be random. What are you going to give me? 1, 2, 3, 4 for mage power? 5, 6? They're not giving me the randomizers? I'll do it then. Randomly adds one of them to the hand. Thing is, this is how you do it with things like Powerful Dragon. However, in like a regular game of Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't actually know what card is added. So I suppose there is a way to make this workaround a lot more difficult and time-consuming to make it proper, like how it has to be done in real life. I'm not allowing that power boost. No, 2500. No way. What was it saying before that? Oh yeah, because it says your opponent randomly adds one of them to the hand. I would just have to it says randomly add one, so they have to reveal the cards. Let's say this gets 2 mage powers. Let's say just a mage power united with stand and a C&D. They reveal those 3. They have to reveal them to make sure I know they're equipped spell cards. But after that, they can just place them, let's say, face out in the field, like shuffle them, place them face out in the field. I just pick one, they add that to the hand, the other 2 to the deck. I don't know which one goes. Yes, the exact order I want them to, and the exact way I want them to do it. If this activates in the graveyard, because it activates when destroyed, so this one does apply. And then they attack into defender. Not a flip effect. Now then they will likely attack Defender with Catastrophe, which is going to cost them 500 points, and then Defender will activate during their standby phase to have them draw another card. Which could work against me, which is why generally deck destruction decks go for milling as opposed to making them draw cards. Even though milling, especially in things like Burning Abyss, can be bad as well. They're not attacking with Catastrophe? As if they knew. As if they freaking knew. Because this makes them not lose 500 life points and not draw the next turn. Which works against my idea. I want to play Goki Pawn, but I don't want the C&D to happen. So they want to just attack with Power Tool then. They want to play another Power Tool, just synchro until level 6, then synchro until level 7 with Lantron. Get another one. To equip that with the C&D that they might get from the effect. If only this was on the field. I think I'm going to play it. Force them to attack. Although, if they Power Tool. Yeah. I will play it. Response time. Need to wait. Savage Colosseum response time. They can gain stuff, and if Catastrophe attacks this thing, and Power Tool attacks this thing, they can attack with these as well. So that works. Yep, I'm gonna force you to attack. Go. If they work it out, well, it's I suppose a bit of luck on their part because they don't know what cards I have. If they attack the right cards with the right monsters, then they're just gonna gain life points. If they don't, then they're still gonna gain some life points, maybe lose some stuff. But yeah, they can switch things like Lantern just into defense position to dodge the must attack from Salvage Colosseum, because they must attack if able. If they're in defense position, they cannot attack. It's not like they cannot switch to defense position. I believe there's one trap. I think it's all out attacks, or there's another trap, Battle Mania. One of the two forces monsters into attack, and then forces them to attack that turn as well. Salvage Colosseum does not force them to be in attack position. It just means if they're in attack position and in the battle phase, then they have to attack. To be safe, they can be switched to defense position. Up to you. I have to choose Bulbasaur. The Pokemon jokes after I said it once. It's near the start. Let's see what they decide to do. They might synchro with Catastrophe and Lantron. I don't think they're gonna go live stream. They might just switch the Lantron to defense position. To dodge Savage Colosseum. Could I use Power Tools effect if I only have 2 equipped spells left in the deck? Watch that be the question. counter what? They add a equip spell that's not countering any of their cards. Oh, to use Power Tool's effect to stop something else from being destroyed? In which case, no. It's just if this card, that's Power Tool, would be destroyed, you can send one of its equipped spells to the graveyard. Something that's equipped to Power Tool. And then Power Tool survives. No equipped spells to other monsters, no other monsters that survive. Well, how will they do this? Likely the first time they're faced with Savage Colosseum. Maybe they don't realize that switching to defense is a possibility to dodge the effect. Let's just see how they deal with it. I'm interested to see what they decide to do. I don't know if they actually have a level 6 synchro possible. Very likely they do, because they did attempt to, well, they have their scope in defense, even announced that it was level 4. And the only other non-tuner that they have beside Power Tool was the photograph thing, which is level 2, so it would have synchroned into 6. Okay, set a monster, that's possible. Now what? Synchro, not synchro. Battle phase. They have to attack with Lantern now. Dang it! This is destroyed by battle sent to the graveyard. Oh, this isn't actually a flip effect. Huh, works anyway. F. This is at the end of the damage step, so that's after my effect. I get insect type with 1500 less attack. I wanna go Needleworm. Actually, change the insect type, but that doesn't work. I wanna go Needleworm, but C&D. So I'm gonna go Worm. That's the unfortunate thing. They gain life points. The other way. I gain 300. Awesome sauce. Okay, problem is, this thing's now destroyed as well. And now they can just... They lost it again. Disrespect to minus. And now another 300 for power tools. Because they kept losing them. It's like they lost and they gained, and they gained and they lost. And now that lanterns can just attack without issues. If they would have just attacked one with this one and Catastor into Defender, it would have been, they would have taken so much damage. Well, I do get my drawback. Pretty sure we had the DP skip 2 of 2 earlier. Yep. So, now we get Skull Invitation. And I just made them gain life points. I pretty much had to try and work. Like, if they would have attacked Worm with this, then Catastrophe to the other one, they would have lost 500 there. And then these things would have been forced to attack Defender, which is 2,500 damage each. And they would have been very close to being down. And even if they attack the next turn as well, Worm, Skull Envy. I want to play Worm and Skull Invitation. I also want to play 1 day apiece. I just don't want to take damage. Neither player takes damage, but they still have to attack, which can still work, which means they still gain life points from Savage even if they play 1 day. But I do want to play Skull Invitation along with Worm. Meh. Worm go. I have my life points. I'm not going to play Skull Envy because I feel it might just work against me because they're going to gain life points anyway with that many attacks. If they, they might remember that I added Worm with Goki on earlier. Just so they don't remember. Quite often I don't actually remember that as well. I try to, but often I just forget. Especially if a good amount of things have happened after that, like the thing with Savage Coliseum having to be explained. Oh, I thought I heard a message notifier. I guess not. I understand that you're in a predicament like what to do, but please play slightly quicker. Because this video has been going on for quite some time now. Effect, activate, Worm, mills another 3 cards from their deck. And then you gain 300. Yep. Next turn I will play 1 day. Unless I get a good monster to defend me, but probably not. Savage is not working in my favor this time. If only their power tool didn't have an attack boost, because then Destiny or Defender would be just like, ha! Although they would probably switch a defense position at the time. Ooh, Gravekeeper Servant does have the mill. Right, 1 day apiece. They don't make me take damage. They're still forced to attack. Savage Coliseum combined with Gravekeeper Servant is very nice. Because then they're forced to attack, they gain life points, but they mill. Rowan Zombie. Monster on my side inflicts battle damage to them, they mill. Yeah, they'll play it anyway, but Arigato gozaimasu. Then I'll play this face down. I'll activate Gravekeeper's Servant. You have to attack. And you will get 300 life points for each attack. But you also have to mill. Will they mill to gain the life points? Because they're not damaging me. Thing is, do they remember that I don't take damage this turn? If they enter battle phase, thinking they can deal damage, then they still have to attack with everything, even if they realize after the first attack that I don't take damage. Because Savage does force them into an attack. Oh, that was like for cost for the attack declaration? And even if they wouldn't attack, the others would be destroyed. Because they have to attack at this point, because they're in battle phase and they were all in attack position. C&D, junk box, Air Force. More cards going. This might just work if I can stall with more cards like One Day of Peace. Or other cards they can mill. Some battle damage would be nice for Roman Zombie. No, that's exactly not what I want. Do I could remove this card, play a new one. Because if I don't force them to attack, they might actually just switch into defense then. Or they might just switch more to attack because they're not forced. Although the Lantrons have to attack this way. Don't do much damage, but due to Salvage Colosseum do have to attack, and then that. However, 33, this 55 leaves me with 800. I survive as long as they don't flip summon anything with more than 400 attack. Or synchro into something that doesn't have more. If they have like a Go Your Guardian, it's over. I don't have anything else that can stop, really. This end turn. That's it. This could very well be the final turn, depending on what they have face down as a monster, or what synchros they have in their extra deck. Or what equip spell they have in their hand. If they have any mage power or another C&D, then it's over. I just hope they attack with what they have, and then I mill, and then they get something good. Unfortunate that I got Serpent pretty light. I like the card in this deck anyway. This deck is a killer for your deck. They came across, yeah, nice enough. I think it did. They can probably let me know in the video, because they said they recently watched my video, so probably they'll watch this one as well when it's up. Probably gonna take a little while to upload though, because the duel is very long. I haven't actually, this reminds me, I haven't done post commentary for a while. I've done live commentary for a good time. Well, they're actually switching to defense now. To not do the milling with Servant. They figured out they could just dodge it. Maybe they realized before, just didn't do it, because life point gain and stuff. Switching to defense. To not have to attack with them. Save some cards in the deck. Which probably means they can't finish me off. Although they can still flip summon and do something. If that's something with 800 attack, it's over. If that's a Radion, if it's a Cameron, if it's a Slingin, then they can be over. I have to get a good draw. This is over. Please gain burn attack. Like I had them down to, was it 56? Now they're back up to 98 thanks to the Salvage Colosseum. Really? And now I get Skull Invitation and like the Savage. No, just give me things like Servant and like 1 APs earlier. Now I just can't do it. Like Magic Cylinder would have been really nice, but no, this is game over. They just have to attack once. And they really are all able to be activated because they're continuous traps. Not that they're going to do me any good. That's my Skull Invitation, but no, I'm just going to keep him face down as bluff. Unlikely it will work, though. They're going to finish me off with Power Tool. Or Catastor. Whichever they attack with first. Wasn't very lucky with the multiple Savages and then Skull Invitation at the end. I don't think they played anything last turn. They have 8 now. They should have discarded the last, and they probably didn't know or forgot. I just completely missed that. I did see that I had 7 at the start of the turn when they drew. I just forgot about it during the end phase. No, the attacks aren't over yet. The game is like you win, so it doesn't matter. But you mill too many cards, and you gain too much. It's only after the attack. I thought you understood this before. I guess not. Not that it really matters. I lose anyway. 300. Not for the finisher, because they have to attack anyway due to Savage. Game over. Yes. Yeah. Sure. Look at this. Let's see what they have to say and then I'll end the video. Alright, this was the video for today. I will see you in tomorrow's Daily Yu-Gi-Oh video. Goodbye.